do? What you gonna 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 do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the 17th installment of Over the Ridge. 17. Interesting number for a number of different reasons. Welcome, everybody, from all of our friends around the world. I can see your names. Trish, Jamie, Clara, Patrizia from Reggio Calabria. Thank you for putting that always, Patrizia. That's always sweet. Glory. Clara. Let me go over to Instagram. Michelle. Yolanda. Hello, hello. Kenny Goodacre. Hello, hello. Kitty. Wonderful. Christiana. Oh, you guys are wonderful. It's wonderful to see your smiling names. Oh, I love it. Wonderful, wonderful. This is episode number 17, and we are live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. I want to reiterate that I will not be able to do next week. Because I will be doing a TV show in Roma. Marta Venier. Marta Venier is the most popular TV host show in Italy. And she has a Sunday show called Domenica Inn. And I'll be doing that. It's a live show in Italy. So I have to dedicate myself to that, and I can't depend on being able to do the show. So we'll miss that 1 week. I'm sorry. I'll make it up. I have a wonderful host today. Guest. I'm the host. So, back up. Wonderful host, yes. Introducing wonderful guest. His name is Tony COBOS. Tony is a singer, songwriter, and some other interesting things that we'll find out when they bring him in. So, Lele Boria. Ciao, my friend. Lele is the drummer of our Italian band. He always comes in and joins us. Sweet Lele. Lele is outstanding. Wonderful, wonderful drummer. Bless you, my friend. I will see you soon, very soon. All right, I want to bring in my friend Tony, and we'll find out more about Tony. So, are you ready? Uno, due, tre.
Hello. How you doing?
Mr. Tony COBOS. Hello, my friend.
Hello. Thank you for having me on.
I appreciate you. I am honored to have you on, my friend.
I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be
So I introduced you as a singer-songwriter. You've written many songs for yourself, for other people. You helped a friend of ours write a new song that she did, Sarah James.
here.
And you and I've played a couple of gigs around here, around Scottsdale, in the last year.
Biltmore. Yeah.
And you also own a hair salon.
Yes, we do. Yes, I do. My
You
son.
and your wife Sandy have a hair salon. They take care of my hair. So if you don't like my hair, talk to Tony. And Devin as well. Devin goes to them. We go to them when we're here in Arizona. They're our go-to.
And sometimes house, right?
Sometimes, yeah. Now, I want to tell you a cute little thing that I grew up with, Tony. My barber, back when we had barbers with the little spinning, what do you call it? Candy cane thing that had to be out in front.
Carousel.
One of my barbers was a full-on American Indian with a beautiful head of white long hair that he would usually pull back or just have it. And he was an older gentleman, but he had this full head of white hair. And the other barber was bald.
Wow.
So I thought, as a kid, what a dichotomy that I have an American Indian, because I grew up, of course, watching the movies with the scalps and all that stuff, the way the Westerns would depict American Indians. What is that? That beside the point. Right. But the bald barber, I thought was interesting. I thought that was an interesting twist on somebody to give me a haircut. So if I may ask you to just temporarily.
Knew it was coming. I knew it was
There
coming.
we go. I feel like I'm a kid again.
Yeah, exactly. All we need is a guy with long white hair next to me, and you'd be right.
There you go. There you go. So, my friend, tell me about your musical beginnings. Like, what got you first into music?
Well, the thing is, when I was a young kid, I was kind of getting into trouble a little bit, and
Really?
kind of going a long path, right?
What kind of trouble?
It was, substance abuse, sometimes, a lot of the time, and sometimes getting into fights, and sometimes hanging out with the wrong people. And eventually I ended up, I hope I can say this, but eventually I ended up in a juvenile correctional facility as a young kid.
Oh,
And
I might have played for you at one point.
really there.
We played in a few correctional things in California.
Okay. Oh, no, this is in Phoenix.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, Durango. And, and because of, that experience and, a partner of mine, a guy that was there, was a young kid, and it was kind of a pre-prison situation with young kids, right? So kids could either be, if they allowed it, if the law allowed it, they could be tried as adults, and that would be
Okay.
the thing, right? And there was a young man there, and I'll never forget him, Ron. He actually was there for committing first-degree murder. And
Wow.
he was leaving that facility that I was in and going to spend 20 years in a adult prison. He was going to spend most of his life in prison. And I can remember the look on his face when I shook his hand, to leave, because I saw him leave out the door to go to this prison, right? And
Yeah.
he obviously did a lot of gang type stuff, activity, and I shook his hand, and that look in his face, I said to myself, I am not going to be him. And I still remember it to this day. It kind of wells up a certain particular emotion, even to think about it now. Even I'm 56 years old, and so I really had to change. I really had to seek out something more positive, and that was kind of like a toss between martial arts, which I know you have done, and music. And since I had an interest in girls, right, you know what I mean, and a lot of girls, I thought music was the way to go, right? For sure. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And so I got, I had 2 more years of school after about a year and a half of school, and I, got out of the correctional facility, started doing music with my friends. It was the '80s, and hair metal bands were, at the top of the musical market at that time, right?
Okay.
And so, I can remember just telling people I was a singer, and never had sung a note. You know,
Really?
yeah, oh yeah, I was, just to impress the ladies.
You were pressing you were doing the promotional.
I was doing the promotion, the marketing. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And then a friend asked me, "Hey, do you want to sing the talent show? We're going to do 2 songs." And I said, "Heck yeah, I'll sing the talent show." And from that point on, I was hooked. I started playing in different. We had a band called Wicked Season, Stygian and Shore. They were all heavy metal bands. We played in the Mason Jar and all the bars around Arizona. Played a lot, 4 nights a week, 5 nights a week.
So I got to ask, you had a full head of hair
I had a
back
full
then.
head of hair. I wish I could show you a picture. Yeah, it was like Tori's. Tori's hair was my hair, my
Wow.
son.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and you can
Got
see
it.
it. Actually, Tori just put an old band picture, right? So if anybody wants to, he put an old band picture on Instagram. It's the first picture on my profile. You can see me with hair. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I got a cute little doppelganger for you.
Yeah.
When I saw you at one point, and I went, I think it was when I first met you, I went, oh my God, you look so much like Pino De Pietro, the keyboard player with my Italian band.
Right.
And so I pulled up a picture and showed you. So just for the skunk of it,
Let's do
take
it.
your hat off. Take your hat off here and give us a big. Oh, you're not even gonna believe what you just did. Watch this. Oh my God.
What's up, my brother from mother?
Do it one more time. That's funny. You even did. Did you? You didn't see that picture. How would you know to even do that?
Well, it was up there. I could have been cheating a little bit.
Oh, okay. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And you haven't even had a little more of this, the same as Peter. It made me laugh. It made me laugh.
Well,
So,
when you said that, I'm like, come on, how much could I really look like the guy? He lives all the way in Italy, right? You know what I mean? And then you showed me, I'm like, dang, I look like that, dude.
and Pino's so wonderful. I asked him to actually come into our podcast tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight for him, it's like 9:00 for him.
Right,
And he
right.
went down, Ron, I'm going to be in Switzerland doing a concert. He had another concert he had to do. So I thought I'd pull up the picture instead.
Oh, good
That's
for him.
funny.
Yeah. So is he going to be performing with you when you go into?
Yes, he'll be doing most of the gigs with me.
So he'll come-
We do several of them with just keyboard and me, guitar and voice,
Oh, cool.
and he'll be doing the TV shows in Roma with me, and I'm actually going to be singing an Italian song in Italian, and he'll just be playing a grand piano.
Wow,
So
that's-
it's going to be a first for me to do it that way, and it's going to be interesting. We're going to do it live on this TV show coming up, and it's a very wonderful older song, but the Italians all know it, called Io che amo solo te. But I'm going to sing in Italian. I never thought I would be singing in Italian.
Right.
My wife makes fun of me, going,
Do you
now I
practice-
got to sing in frickin' Italian? Because I always said that at one point, and it turned out to be really wonderful. I wound up loving it.
Oh,
I
good.
don't speak as fluently as I'd like to, but I can sing in Italian, and it's really, really cool. I like it. So
You said yesterday that your little bit of the accent in Italian was actually a benefit to you when it came to performing that, right?
well, of course, I'm going to have more of a American accent. Yeah, I don't have the accent down. I can't roll my R's. This is a flaw. This is a flaw in my speaking ability. I cannot roll my R's. It's just something I don't have. I don't know. I can't make it happen. Everybody else seems to be able to do it, but I can't do that. So I have to just kind of fudge that and roll over that, instead of roll in the R's. Can you do that? Can you
Rolling, you know.
R's?
My grandmother spoke Spanish, and I was raised in a Spanish-speaking
They do
family.
the same. They do the same in that.
Yeah. So rolling the R's was okay for me, you know. So
Hey, Tony, you had a little different look when you first logged in. I was just curious, what the hell was that? Did you just come from the dentist?
let me see if I can find it.
You would just come from the dentist or something, right?
Yeah. Me too.
Wondering.
Yeah.
How about that?
You might, by chance, don't know a good dentist, do you?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay,
I had to go to one myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you and get that number. I need some
Okay.
whitening and some, little work done.
Me, just a little straightening.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Boom. Hey, my friend, you got a song you'd
Yeah.
like to try? You have something you whip up there on the
Yeah.
fly?
Yeah, let's do that. This is a song that I wrote probably about 10 years ago, and I wouldn't necessarily call myself a guy that would write even a love song coming from the musical background that I came from, right? But I've been married for 30 years, and so they just started coming out, So this is a song called "When the
Because
Night-"
of being married for 30 years?
Yeah, I get to fall in love every single day, man. You know what I mean? So how can I not write about that? So it's amazing. My wife is an amazing woman, and I'm deeply in love with her after 30 years, even so.
She doesn't have to deal with your hair, though, does she?
No, she I drew her in with my hair and then lost it.
But you didn't lose her.
No, I did not lose her. She stuck with me. She could have easily kicked me to the hey, listen, I didn't buy into this. You had hair, buddy.
Hair is good.
Yes.
I asked my wife what her birthday was. She said March 1st. So I walked around the room a little bit and then asked her again. Thank you for laughing. Thank you for at least laughing at that. My wife asked me to put ketchup on the shopping list. Now I can't read anything.
All right.
I'm sorry, Tony. I'm obsessed with dad jokes. I don't know what it is.
Me too. Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
I made a mistake of telling my 9-year-old that WTF stands for wow, that's fantastic. Now she puts it on every text.
Oh man, right?
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
What's this song? What's the song you want to do?
The song is called "When the Night Goes Cold." We are currently in the studio recording it, hashing out all the problems and all the compositional stuff. It's not on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok yet, but it soon will be. So.
Can I put some bass on it?
Yeah. You want to put bass on it?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, you can do that. Oh my God, that would be awesome, Ron.
I can do it from Italy, and I'll just send you the. You sent me a demo track so far.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I can put the bass on. I can just send you the track by itself, and you can mix it in.
All right. Let us get a better version of it, and then we'll send that to you. Sure. Yeah. I want to send it. And think about if you're up for it. Maybe thinking about doing some acoustic guitar on it too. Are you up for that?
I can do that too, and I can even add some vocals and stuff. We can do all that. I've got my little recording thing over in Italy that's very nice. So
nice, man.
Yeah,
love that, man.
We've got the technology to do that now.
From Italy too,
We don't have the technology to play together right now, but we've got the technology to do that.
Right.
All right, so the name of this song is
When the Night Goes Cold.
When the Night Goes Cold.
When the Night Goes Cold.
Okay.
whiskey, the late night, and a shotgun by my side, like cold ice. I'm a man without a soul, but your love, warm when nights grow cold. Your love keeps me warm in the night when I grow cold. Your love leads me home now when I'm lost and all alone. I'm a hard man to live with. I am between the bourbon, the bonfires, and a 45 by my side, like cold ice. I'm a man that's far below. But your love, warm when nights grow cold. Your love keeps me warm in the night when I grow cold. Your love leads me home now when I'm lost and all alone. When I'm lost and all alone. Keep me warm now. Your love keeps me warm in the night when I grow cold. Your love leads me home now when I'm lost and all alone. When I'm lost and all alone. When I'm lost and all alone. When I'm lost and all alone.
Nice, my friend. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
I especially like the organic wah-wah effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Voice wah-wah.
You know, it was interesting. That came naturally. I mean, I've been playing the song for almost 10 years,
Yeah.
right? Going over the cadence, right? You know what I mean? And it was interesting that just came out one day. I was sitting in the studio actually with Aaron and Sarah, and I was playing it, the song, and Aaron goes, "Man, I really, really like that song." And then I got to that part, and he goes, "Wow, I love that little thick flutter you do with your voice." He goes, "That's really unique in a song." And I'm like, I thought it was kind of an accident. You know what I mean? So
Wah, 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 wah.
yeah, and I don't do that in any other song. It's kind of characteristic to that piece of music. So
As a musician, do you know who invented the wah-wah? Where that came from?
Was it Pink Floyd?
No.
Okay. No, I don't.
Jimi Hendrix.
No kidding. Oh, wow.
Jimi Hendrix had this tech guy who figured out what to do. He went, because he would do all of his stuff organically, and he would get that effect by going from treble to bass with the one knob on his Stratocaster. Wow. Treble to bass. But you can't do it that fast. You can't get that same thing. So this tech guy he knew made a pedal that would go from treble to bass, treble to bass, treble to bass. And that is the wah-wah effect. People had not heard that effect before Jimmy actually did it.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, I did not know that. A little bit of musical history there.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
really like, if you think about it, that effect is used a lot in the studio. It's used a
Of
lot.
course, yeah.
Especially
Especially after that first album that Jimmy did, everybody was like, "What is that sound? How does he get that sound?"
Right. Isn't that amazing how it happens?
Yeah. If I can digress for a second, at 14 years old or so, my sister came to me and said she went to UCLA college, university, and she went. There's going to be a concert tonight. Do you want to go? I went, yeah. She says, you can invite a friend. So I invited the guitarist from my band then, my 14-year-old band. And I said, who's at the concert? She goes, Jimi Hendrix.
Wow.
And it's not going to be in the big performance hall. It's going to be in a little rehearsal hall with about a 12-foot ceiling, not even, for 200 people, only 200 people. Of word of mouth around the campus. He wants to do one final little show before he does his first European tour. So we got to see Jimi Hendrix with 200 people. And I swear, Tony, I stood, I'm going to say 5 feet from him on this little stage. It was only a couple feet high. And he did the whole show for us right in front of me. I was standing right there. He did the whole show with burning the guitar and doing everything, doing the whole show. It was so freaking loud. It was so freaking loud. It was a small space, yes, but it was still so freaking loud. But that performance, watching that guy and those 3 gentlemen do that, changed my whole musical perspective about stuff.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
what
I bet
an
you
experience.
That profound impact on you.
Yeah.
Like that. Not to mention he plays the guitar upside down.
He plays it upside down. He does turn the strings up, but he just plays it not like Fly. People who remember the beginning of the podcast, Fly plays left-handed,
right?
But he plays a right-handed guitar, left-handed.
Oh, wow.
So everything's upside down.
Oh, wow.
And he just learned to play that way, which is so bizarre because you can't figure out anything he's playing. You can't watch his hands and go, okay, that's an E chord or a G chord. And he learned to play that, and he plays it really well. He plays lead guitar and he sings at the same time. And yeah, but Jimmy would turn the strings around just like Paul McCartney does.
Oh, okay.
So that they're in the right order for them, but it's left-handed.
Okay, I thought he did it like Fly. The small string was on the top, but no. It's okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Fly does that upside down. I'm gonna watch him again.
He just learned that way. He just learned it from. He can play any guitar basically. He can just take any guitar and play it. He doesn't have to go, oh, I'm left-handed. I can't use your guitar, right? Because back then there weren't a lot of left-handed guitars, so he just learned to play it the way he learned to play it, and that's the way it was.
What a stud!
Yeah,
he is, man. I can barely do a couple chords. I
No. So give me a couple of your earliest influences.
Gosh,
What encouraged you to keep going with all this?
It's kind of funny, but when I heard Pink Floyd and Black Sabbath, those 2 bands really, because I felt kind of a little bit, some of my background kind of made me feel a little bit outcastish. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like the other kids, kind of thing. And when I heard Ozzy and Pink Floyd, I was like, oh wow, this is something I can belong to.
Interesting, because you got 2 very different styles there.
Right. Yeah.
Black Sabbath and Pink Floyd were very different styles. But
they were. Yeah. But I think that there was a certain particular tone
interesting.
That were similar to them. They kind of had a little bit more of a melancholy feel to them in comparison to more other bands, So, and it was interesting, also too, just the, Black Sabbath had a very, they were on the edge of, almost being punk sometimes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. It just was like, wow, and all my friends were listening to Kiss, and not that I didn't like Kiss, but it didn't resonate with me as much as the more of the kind of the Black Sabbath and the Ozzy Osbourne and the Pink Floyds, that kind of music, more bluesier
Yeah.
foundation. You know what I mean? But yeah, that really changed. I was like, wow, I can really get into this. You know what I mean?
Ozzy and Black Sabbath were heavy back then. They were considered they weren't a punk band. That was the younger kids of that time, but they were the heavy rock,
Yeah.
heavy rock. And I was Tony. I was on a plane by myself, and I just had my first CD that I'd done. Right, my first my first solo CD that and I was listening to it on my little ear pod things, and there was a guy sitting next to me on the plane. Long stringy hair, long hair, looked like a musician, but I try not to judge that immediately, but he looked like a musician. And after a couple hours go by, because we were going to Europe or something, he seemed unoccupied. So I went, "You want to listen to something different?" Right? He goes, "Yeah, yeah." So I gave him the earphones and put on one song. I figured he'd listen to one song and go, "Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever." But he listened to the whole thing. He listened to the
Wow.
whole album, everything I had. And I'm just watching him. I'm sitting there for 45, 50 minutes listening. He's listening to the whole thing. And he takes it off and he goes, "I really like what I'm hearing. I really like it." He gave me some real nice compliments and sort of nice critique about it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Okay, I'm sorry. You look like a musician, and I don't know what you do. But what do you do?" He goes, "Well, for the last 35 years, I've been a drummer for a band called Black Sabbath." I went, "What? What?"
You met Bill Ward.
Yeah, he was he was the original drummer for 35 freaking
Yeah.
years, and
Yeah.
he was so eloquent and so wonderful in the way he described my music. And I know we tend to think that the hard rock guys are only going to appreciate hard rock. No, he listens to a multitude of different things.
Right.
But he was so eloquent about his description of stuff, and that's why I asked him, "You seem like a musician. What do you do?" And when he said Black Sabbath, I went, "Oh, darn."
Now,
I was kind of embarrassed that I didn't know that. I didn't know. I hadn't followed them enough to know that.
yeah. Well, and so if you would have known it was Bill Ward from Black Sabbath, would you have still let him listen to your CD? You think?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I would have,
Yeah.
because mine was like melodic rock,
Right. Yeah. Sure.
more
Yeah. Yeah. Your
more
style.
popish, some original songs, but more the softer sort of stuff. So I may not have assumed he would like it. I wouldn't want him to go, "Oh, fuck off with that stuff."
Right.
You should hear what I do. I didn't want that response.
Wow. What a great response. Though, what a great thing to do. I mean, and I think that little bit of naive, not knowing who he was, allowed you to be kind of, here,
Well,
check.
it gave me the courage to ask him if he wanted to listen to something new, because he was listening to something else before that. So, anyway, you take chances in life. I think that's what it's about, right?
What
You
it's
have to
about.
take chances.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
take those. You have to jump over the ridge.
Right. Exactly.
I will go over that again because I started this series telling people, no, it's not because I'm through with my character on the TV show Bold and Beautiful. It's because you always have to look over the ridge at the next thing, the next possibility. That's where this title came from. I've been doing since for 12 years now, looking over the ridge and just putting myself on the line and taking chances of looking what's over the next hill, what's over the next mountain. So,
Yeah, that's good. The thing is, you got to keep on. I mean, I would have never thought to write a song like "When the Night Goes Cold." right? You know what I mean? And as a songwriter, what's so amazing is that songs for me have a tendency to write themselves, and they come out the way they come out, and
Yeah,
you got to
that's
respect,
true.
right? You know what I mean? And so they and I it's been surprising what's come out as a songwriter. You know what I mean? Because I don't
It
normally.
should be. It
Yeah,
should be a surprise.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
And I've done the same. I've had songs come to me in a dream. I've had
Mm,
a couple songs, two or three, come to me in a dream on my last album, Surprise Trip Love. They literally, I woke up in the morning and I had the song, I had the tune, and I just wrote the lyrics like, boom, it just flowed out. And I go, where the hell did that come from?
from a greater.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'll do one now.
Yeah.
This is actually an old song from my Player days, the original group Player. This was our second top 10. We had a number one with Baby Come Back, but we had a top 10, went to number 10 with this song called This Time I'm In It for Love. And I just made an acoustic version because it was a band song before. So I had to change some things, make it my own. And so here we go. This is This Time I'm In It for Love. I heard the weatherman predict a sunny day. He did not mean to lie. I look outside, it's raining anyway. Guess I can live with a rainy day. 'Cause in the scheme of things, you're bound to lose a few. Even your best made plans, before you know it, they are falling through. That wouldn't happen to me. Me and you, baby, this time I'm in it for love. This time I'm in it to win. It's crazy to do it again. How could I possibly lose? How could I lose? This time I'm in it. My mom, she used to say, beware the tender trap. If you get caught in one, before you know it, they are falling through. Don't take chances with things like that, baby. This time I'm in it for love. Baby, this time I'm in it to win. It's crazy to do it again. How could I possibly lose? How could I lose? This time I'm in it for you.
Nice. Nice.
This time I'm
Great.
in it for love.
Where
That
did you
was, say
where did
what?
you where did you learn to play guitar, Ron?
I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't.
No,
I
so
just
no
tried it
one.
today for the first time and it just seemed to work out.
Okay, all
Okay?
right. Yeah, I get it. Totally get it. Yeah.
Sure.
Um,
This time for love. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. Oh, kiss me. Good. I started, I would hear my brother playing his guitar in his bedroom at night. He was taking lessons, he was taking classical guitar lessons. And I would listen to him playing his guitar lessons in the next room, the next bedroom. And in the morning, when he'd go off to school, I'd go in and grab his guitar and teach myself what I heard him play the night before.
okay. Oh wow.
And
So you just had
I literally just taught myself to play guitar by listening. And I had a good ear for stuff. Here, this is actually the first thing I learned to play from listening to him. I combined two different things I heard. Yeah. It's been a while.
wow. Oh. Wow. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
So I just taught myself that hearing him do his lessons,
Oh,
and I didn't know what it really was, but I just went from there. And my sister brought home an electric bass one day, and I took that out of her hands. A year later, took that out of her hands at the beginning of end of her career and the beginning of mine, and I
wow.
just loved it because I started out playing drums. And it was a little hard to sing because I was the singer as well. So it was harder to sing with the drums because you didn't even have a boom microphone back then. You had like a thing you had to put between your legs and the microphone coming up right here, you know.
Jeez.
And it was a
Wow.
little harder, a little awkward.
Yeah.
And so the bass, I could play bass and sing at the same time, which is kind of a trick, actually.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
the same as a guitar. And I just went from there. But I just taught myself the guitar. I've become fascinated with guitar. I love guitar.
So all by ear, pretty much then too, huh?
Pretty much, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
studied,
amazing.
I studied music in college, in school, but it just the guitar seemed to be the thing to do for me.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, I never thought I was ever going to play guitar. I was mostly a lyricist and a singer in the bands. So they would come to me with the music, and then I would put lyrics and vocal lines over the top of them. It was only later on that I started, kind of strumming three or four chords and going, you know what, I could probably make a melody line to this, and that kind of
There you
grew.
go.
Yeah, so just a lot of things are written in D, C, and G. Really, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Play us another one. Play us another one.
okay. Um, this song, like earlier this morning, I was talking to you about a gentleman. I had a friend who was incarcerated in prison, and he actually sent me these lyrics via the mail. and it was kind of a discombobulated piece of poetry almost. It looked like a song kind of, but it just needed some direction, right? And I
Okay.
wasn't able to use all the verses really, so I only used 4 verses and the chorus, but it fell right into place. And one of the things that this guy wrote along with, he sent a letter and he wrote along. So he says, when this guy sings this, he sings it in front of everybody, and it resonates in this room so well that it brings people out of their cell rooms, and a lot
Really?
of
They all came out of the cells to hear what he was doing.
hear it, yeah. And later on, I got to show the friend what I did, and he goes, "Wow!" He goes, "It sounds totally different, but it still has the same impact." And I thought that was a really interesting statement for him to make.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's called "The New Man Is Made," and I was really surprised with this guy's optimism because it's kind of it has a little bit of a religious content to it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? In a sense, kind of like a Christian content to it. And for
Cool,
somebody
cool.
to be able to write something like that, and it was an interesting thing. You know what I mean? It's surprising.
Yeah, yeah. So he actually was able to hear the song after you had finished it?
The friend was, but the guy that actually sung it and wrote the lyrics, because he's the one my friend sent me the lyrics, but it was the other guy's lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this person, so I'm always giving an unknown to the lyrical content because my friend did not write the lyrics. Another person did. My friend got a hold of him and sent them to me.
Oh, okay.
So, and yeah, it was just a kind of interesting marriage that happened. And
Cool. What's it called?
It's called "A New Man Is Made." Yeah. So
The New Man Is Made.
a new man is made. Yeah.
A New Man Is Made. Okay.
Many things a man must go through before he changes ways. Everything he once believed in seems like just fades away. It's hard to walk away from the way that we lived all those years. Many things losses and letdowns. I thought I would drown in my tears just before the light had burned out. Hear my Savior say, He said, I love you, my child. And in you a new man is made. Yeah. So listen up. Somehow I found the strength to believe and love in you. With you inside my heart, there's nothing I can do. It's amazing to look back now and see just how much I changed. You might not recognize me, but my name is still the same. Just before the light had burned out, I can hear my Savior say, He said, I love you, my child. And in you a new man is made. What it says in you, a new man is made. A new man is made. On, yeah. Just before the light had burned out, I can hear my Savior say, what it says in you. A new man is made. A new man is made. One more time in you. A new man is made.
Cool, my friend.
Yeah, it's been been playing that song for about 15 years.
Yeah.
And again, D and G, right?
You like those chords?
I like those chords. Yeah, it's either A E G D or D C and G. That's my thing. I heard Elton John say the same thing. He goes, "Oh yeah, I write in E D and A or something like that, or E D and G or whatever, and that's how I do everything."
Do you have a chord that is the one that resonates with you? Which chord resonates the most with you?
I
Pick
think
a chord.
I think it's the bluesy A.
A.
Yeah, and it's kind of a ripoff of let's see, Johnny was a schoolboy, heard his first Beatles song. Love Me Do, I think it was, and there didn't take him long. Got himself a guitar, played it every night. Now he's in a rock and roll outfit and everything's alright, don't you know? So yeah. Kind of, yeah, you have influences and you.
There's so many songs you can do with just 2 or 3 chords.
Right. Yeah.
It really works that way.
Yeah. Yeah, and it really depends on what you put over the top of it, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
There's a joke there. I won't go there.
Is that a dad one or what's going on?
They're always dad jokes. They're always dad jokes.
No.
Tony,
Yo.
What's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi?
Good question. I don't know, Ron. Tell me.
The people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people in Abu Dhabi do.
Oh gosh, dude.
Is that a dad joke or what?
Total dad joke. Yeah, you're guilty. You are guilty as charged.
All right. We're almost at the end of our podcast, believe it or not. I told you it was going to go by fast.
I had a good time, man.
I'm going to do I did too. I'm very happy to have you on, my friend. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
I want to let everybody know, thank you again for joining us. We have many people on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube who are joining us from all over the world. You guys are rocking. You guys are just the best. And I so appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you share the replays and everything so we can have more people come and enjoy what we're doing.
I want to shout out to my wife Sandy, my son Tori, my grandchildren Lily, Grayson, and Skylar, and Debbie, and Jim, and all my friends out there. Thank you guys so much. I love you all very, very much.
Very cool. Very cool. They are amazing. And as Tina points out, this broadcast is traveling the radio waves out into space.
Nice.
Yes, it is, Tina.
I jam with Tina, I think, in Biltmore a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this was a different Tina.
Okay.
This is a different Tina.
Okay.
So this song is one that I've enjoyed doing recently, and I'll probably do it in Europe. It's a Chris Isaak song that I like very much, and it's. I'm going to turn up some. I'm going to goose the effects just for the hell of it, just to see what happens. And might destroy it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I have the ability to do it.
Hell yeah, you do.
Okay, here we go.
Like a boss.
This is called Wicked Game.
Love this song.
The world was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish lovers do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. What a wicked game you played to make me feel this way. What a wicked do to make me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do. Make me dream of you, and I wanna fall in love. No, I wanna fall in love with you. With you.
Nice. What a great song. Chris Isaac.
Maybe I had a tad too much effect on. I don't know. Maybe.
Nah,
Sometimes you just got to go, what the fuck? Let's
what the
try.
fuck?
You know,
Fuck it. Go for it.
let's go for it.
Thing is, when you're a rock star, you just got to do it, Ron. You know what I mean?
I'm just trying to do everything over the ridge.
That's
I'm
it.
trying to just look at everything like just experiment. And this is a live show. This is freaking live. So anything that happens, that's right. Anything that happens, it's just the way it is. It's a live performance. And I love that everybody who is with us, all of our friends from all over the world are experiencing this with us and coming along on this ride. And I'm going to continue doing this in Europe. Devin and I actually fly out tonight. We fly out tonight to New York and then on to Milano. So we're going to arrive tomorrow.
Nice.
Tomorrow we'll arrive in Milano. And and I'll keep doing this. I've got my laptop. I've got another microphone in Europe. And we're going to do some cool stuff and maybe show some live stream stuff on some of the podcasts and things. So it's going to be very, very cool.
Very cool. I also wanted to say I wanted to send my prayers to little Matilda. Devin had posted some stuff that was going on with her medically, and I just wanted to tell her that we love her very, very much, and God is with her, and just do keep her family strong. And
Absolutely.
we all love you very, very much.
And I want to reiterate to everybody that everything is energy. Everything is vibration. Everything is a frequency. Frequency, I believe, is going to be the healing element of from now on. We're going to find out that the pharma stuff is going to go away. It's not going to go away completely, but it's going to, I'm hoping people reject as much pharma as they can and go more towards vibration. Vibration, look it up, do some research for yourself and look up the healing effects of vibrations, different frequencies of tone. I think you'll find something very interesting. Mr. Tesla, not the car, not Elon Musk, Mr. Tesla, who invented a certain technology, discovered that and made it known many years ago. So it's all stuff we're waking up with, and I think it'll be very amazing if everybody concentrates on their own frequency of what vibrates within them. Everything in our bodies vibrates at a certain frequency. And if you find that frequency, you can cure many things in yourself. So with that, I send all blessings and love to everybody, all of our friends out there in the world, so many different countries, who are following us here and sharing this experience with us. And to you, Tony, bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for
Love you guys
joining me
very,
today.
very much.
We'll do it again, and we will see you and Sandy when we come back from Europe.
Perfect.
But we're always available to talk and do some other stuff online.
I can't wait to have you play guitar and bass on When Night Goes Cold. That is
Send me the track when you can, and I'll put the guitar and bass and maybe some vocals and stuff, added vocals on it, and
beautiful.
We'll go from there.
Right on, brother. I appreciate you. Love you guys, man, so much.
Love you as well, Tony. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Bye-bye.
And I send all of you blessings and love, and we will be back in 2 weeks. We have to miss next week. I just want to keep saying that. We'll have to miss next Sunday because I'll be doing a live TV show at that time.
God bless everyone. Thank you so much.
All right, cool.
All right, brother.
Hang with me, Tony, here.
Okay.
We'll blessings and love to everybody in this crazy-ass world. Keep your sanity. There's good, amazing stuff coming. You just got a little thumbs up. Does mine do that? Do that again.
Yeah, I saw that.
You got a little.
Yeah,
Whoa, look at that. Little thumbs up. There we go. Blessings and love, everybody. Ciao, ciao.
Wow. God bless, Ron.
Bless you too.